Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl and today I'm going to be breaking down the NBA slate for today. I believe it's 11 game slate today, starting at 1 o'clock, going all the way down to 10 o'clock p.m. So big, solid slate for today. But before we jump into it, we're going to go ahead and look at last night because it was actually a pretty profitable night if you guys went with our bets. 4-2 last night, losses from the Wizards and the Hornets, but we got wins from T-Wolves, Raptors, Magic, and Pelicans. So overall, solid night, moves us to 132, 113, and 1 in NBA this season. It's a 53.8% win rate. So still pretty solid, and hoping we can go ahead and increase that today. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We just hit 300 subscribers fairly recently, so thank you guys all so much for that. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the slate, starting off with the Portland Trailblazers taking on the New York Knicks. You can get the Trailblazers minus 120, Knicks plus 100, 1.5 point spread on this one. Injuries, CJ McCollum's still out. Damian Lillard is questionable. Jusuf Nurkic is out. Other than that, everybody else should be solid and ready to go. Now, if we go ahead and look at our model has the New York Knicks winning this game by 3.8. So grabbing them plus 1.5 is going to be a good play, and the money line, 3.8 value on the money line. It'll end up being a 5.3 value on the spread. So definitely taking the New York Knicks in this 1 o'clock game against the Portland Trailblazers. Next up, we got the Denver Nuggets taking on the Sacramento Kings. Jamal Murray is questionable. Gary Harris is out. PJ Dozier is out. Everybody else should be fine. You can get the Nuggets minus 155, Kings plus 135, 3.5 point spread on this one. And for this one, we actually have the Sacramento Kings winning this game by 0.1. So it's going to create a 3.6 value on the spread, 0.1 value on the money line. So if we want to go ahead and grab the underdogs in that one as well, going to go ahead and get the Sacramento Kings in this one plus 3.5 points. On to the night games, starting off with the Chicago Bulls taking on the Orlando Magic. Minus 120 for the Bulls, plus 100 for the Magic. 1.5 point spread on this one. Lauri Markkanen is questionable. Aaron Gordon is out. Carter Jr. is out. Otto Porter Jr. is questionable. Michael Carter-Williams is out. So the usual suspects there. Go ahead and going over to our model. It does have the Orlando Magic winning this game by 2.3 points. So it will end up creating a 3.8 value for going after the Magic. If you wanted to grab the plus 100, it's a 2.3 value. So at plus money, I don't see a problem with that. But for the first 3 games, we like the underdogs. Next up, we got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Get the injuries up for that one. You can get the 76ers minus 170, plus 150 for the Nets. 4-point spread on this one. Joel Embiid is questionable. Ben Simmons is questionable. Kevin Durant is out. Other than that, everybody else should be good. There's the one situation in the Brooklyn where Kevin Durant is having problems with protocols, so that's been very frustrating for them. But going to the model for this one, and it is giving us the 76ers to win this game by 6.2 points, so it's only a 2.2 value on the spread. Not going to go after this game. It's going to be more of a pass for me. But if we're going to lean one way, leaning the 76ers is going to be the bet for this game. Next up, we get the Toronto Raptors taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, questionable for this game. OG Anunoby out. Hunter out. Herter questionable. Other than that, everybody should be good. You can get the Raptors minus 190, plus 165 for the Hawks. 4.5 point spread on this one. And this one is going to be our lowest value bet for today, official bet for today, because we're going to be grabbing the Atlanta Hawks plus 4.5 for this one. The model has the Raptors winning this one by 0.5 point, so it's going to create 4 points of value for this one. So going after the Atlanta Hawks plus 4.5 is going to be one of our bets for today. Next up, we get the Milwaukee Bucks and Cleveland Cavaliers. I feel like they played this is their third game this week. Could be wrong. I'm actually gonna check this one real quick. Cleveland. That's weird. I could have sworn they played fairly. They played yesterday. That's probably why I thought that. Okay, but looking at this one, Kevin Love is still out. Larry Nance Jr. is questionable, and that should be pretty much all the starters. You can get the Bucks minus 560, plus 440 for the Cavs. 10.5 point spread on this one, and we are not betting this one. The model has the Bucks winning by 10.5 points, so we're not going after this one. The line is perfectly where it's supposed to be, and we're going to keep it there. So that one's a zero value bet. Next up, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Karl-Anthony Towns is still questionable. SGA is still questionable. Other than that, all the other starters should be good for this one. You can get the OKC Thunder at minus 115, minus 105 for the T-Wolves. 1 point spread on this one. And for this one, we actually have the Minnesota Timberwolves winning this game by 4.8 points. So 5.8 value on the money line on the spread, 4.8 on the money line. Feel fine with taking both, just for if anything, taking the money line just for a little bit more value. But I'm all right with the +1 as well. But going after the Timberwolves for this game is going to be our bet. Next up, we get the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Houston Rockets. Minus 115 for the Spurs, minus 105 for the Rockets. 1 point spread on this one. Christian Wood is out. John Wall, questionable. DeJounte Murray, questionable. LaMarcus Aldridge is out. Other than that, everybody else should be good. Jakob Poeltl day. He's going to be starting in Aldridge's spot. But looking at the model for this one, we are actually going to be taking the San Antonio Spurs minus 1. The model has the Spurs winning this game by 7.4 points. So even if I wanted to grab them at the money line, I'm all right with the minus 115 as well. That's a 7.4 value on that, 6.4 on the spread. Both of them solid picks for me, and going the San Antonio Spurs route for this game. Next up, we get the Golden State Warriors taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Jameis Wiseman is out for the Warriors. Other than that, everybody else is in. Minus 170 for the Mavs, plus 150 for the Warriors. 4 point spread on this one. And this one's actually going to be our best valued play of the day. Dallas Mavericks, minus 4. We have the Mavericks winning this game by 12 points, so it creates a 8-point value. Definitely want to go after the Dallas Mavericks, slamming that one, double unit on it. But Dallas Mavericks to win by minus 4. It's going to be our best play of the day. 2 more games remaining. We get to the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Jaren Jackson Jr. is out. Brandon Clark is questionable. Valanciunas is back in. He was back in yesterday, right? He was back in yesterday? No, he was not. This is his first game back. They didn't play yesterday. Never mind. But good to see that. You can get the Pelicans minus 120, plus 100 for the Grizzlies. 1.5 point spread on this one. And for this one, we are going to be going the New Orleans Pelicans route. Going to be our second best value play of the day. The model has the Pelicans winning by 8.4 points. So going ahead and grabbing them minus 1.5, and on the money line is going to be a solid play for me. 6.9 value, nice on the spread, 8.4 on the money line. Taking the New Orleans Pelicans in this game. Final game of the day, we get the Detroit Pistons taking on the LA Lakers. Q tags on both big Lakers. Derrick Rose and Wayne Ellington are out for the Detroit Pistons. We can get to the Lakers at a minus 1350. I think that's the biggest favorites we've seen this year. Plus 810 for the Pistons, 14-point spread. And obviously we're taking the money line for the Pistons. No. For this one, they have the Lakers winning by 13.2 points. So if you're going to grab it, Pistons plus 14, but it's only a 0.8 value, so I'm not really I'm not betting this game. It's the second worst one on the day, so not going to bet this one. But if you're going to lean, Detroit Pistons plus 14. That's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. All of our bets are to that side. Follow all of our social medias on Twitter and on Instagram. Links in the description below. All the sports that we cover are over on that side. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe if you are new. And until then, until tomorrow, let's make some money.